Hi, Lise here from Lean with Lise and Fit Mums, and today we are going to be doing an upper body dumbbell workout that's suitable for pregnancy. Anyone can do this workout, but it is totally safe to do if you are carrying a child, and this can be done in the first, second and third trimester. If you do struggle with your blood pressure a little bit, then you perhaps want to avoid too much of the overhead movements. So if that happens, just do half reps or cut those out, okay? So if you know that you've been struggling with blood pressure through your pregnancy, then just be wary of the overhead movements, okay? But other than that, these are all fine and totally safe to do through pregnancy. So we're keeping it simple. We're just going to do 8 reps of each exercise, and then you can repeat this workout as many times as you want. You can add it on to other workouts that you're doing. So if you're going down to the gym or you're doing a home workout and you fancy a bit of strength in those arms as well, then you can just add this on if you like. Okay, so as always, prior to exercising, do ensure that if you need to, you've got clearance from your GP and that you are fit and well to train. On the days that you're exercising, make sure that you drink plenty of water, and whilst you're exercising, keep hydrated, keep sipping that water as well. So make sure that you have a water bottle, and other equipment we need today is some lightweight dumbbells. Now mine are just 3 kilos, so I'm keeping it light today. If you don't have any weights at all, then you could utilise cans of beans, bottles of water, whatever you have, as long as you can hold them comfortably in your hands. Okay, and make sure you're warmed up. It's always good to be warmed up before we exercise. Okie dokie, let's get started. So we're going to start today with bicep curls. So when you do a bicep curl, you want your palms facing upwards and squeeze those elbows into your body. So the elbows are stuck, the upper arms are stuck to your body, and we just move the weights up and then nice and steady back down. Keep your breathing steady, don't hold your breath throughout, but we are not swinging, and we are not swinging our body, we are strict with that movement. So our body is straight, our arms are stuck, we lift it up and slowly down, okay? Right, let's do that then. 8 reps, bicep curls, let's go. Perfect. If you need to, pop the weights down, have a bit of a breather, grab some water. Next exercise, we're going to do a bent over row into a tricep kickback. So usually with a row you could go a lot heavier than you could do with a kickback. But if you keep the weights nice and light, then it means that it makes everything doable, okay? So when we do a bent over row, I'll demo first. We push those hips back, keep that back nice and straight, but we don't need to go too far down or too high. You just need to find that nice middle point. And then as we row, we can pull our elbows back, okay? So that is how we do a bent over row. Keeping our palms facing each other, and that's going to make the kickback easier. So get into position, always keep that chest high, look straight ahead, pull the weights back, and now we're kicking back from those elbows and back down. Okay, so up, back, down, down. All right, 8 of those then. Let's get into position, and let's go. I always feel like I get a right burn in those triceps. How did that feel? If you did it right and kept those elbows tight, you really feel that tension through the back of the arms, which is brilliant. That's usually, when I see my clients, that's one area that they want to work on, is kind of the bingo wings. So tricep kickbacks are fantastic for that, and we do have another exercise coming up that is going to help work those triceps even more as well. So yeah, usually it's bingo wings and muffin top. We're not going to be working the muffin top today, but we will be focusing on those bingo wings and nice shapely arms. So we're not going to get bulky or massive or anything like that, just nice shapely toned arms. As you can see, I'm not overly muscly myself, just nice to have a little bit of definition. Okay, so next, we're going to do some overhead presses. So again, keeping it simple with the movements today. And as I mentioned before, if you struggle with your blood pressure, if your blood pressure's been up and down throughout pregnancy, just be wary that this one may make your blood pressure go a little bit higher than normal. So if you do start to feel a little bit dizzy or anything like that, then stop this one. Or if you know that your blood pressure is always fluctuating, just do half reps. For everybody else, you should be fine doing that full rep. So let's crack on. I'll show you the exercise first, of course. So, weights on the shoulders, and then we push them up and overhead, let them come together, but don't let them touch, okay? If you let them touch, then they'll bounce off each other, and you'll end up kind of losing that resistance through those muscles. So we want to keep it nice and tight, okay? So as always, perfect posture, chest high, shoulders back, drawing that belly button in towards the spine, so we're not slouching. Yeah, good posture, weights on the shoulders, push them up and slowly back down. Okay, 8 reps, ready? Let's go. So breathe in and then breathe out as you push up, okay? Wonderful. Get that heat traveling through those shoulders and it feels fantastic. Now those of you who are a little bit stronger, you'll be able to utilize both dumbbells for this next move. If you're not, just drop down to one. I'll show you the exercise with both and then you can decide. Right, so we're working our triceps again. So we're going to hold those weights together, push them up above our head, and then bring them down. So you're bending that elbow to bring the weights down. Keep the elbows tight and close to your head, so almost like you're trying to block your ears almost. So we keep it nice and tight, push those weights up so that we're really hitting those triceps. If you let the elbows come out, you're going to be utilizing more of your back and your shoulders, and we want to focus on the triceps with this one. Okay, so that's how you do it holding both dumbbells, you just hold them together, okay? If you're going to use one, then if you can, hold it so that your hands are at the top of the dumbbell like that. Bring it over. Same thing, you're just lifting it up and slowly back down. Okay? Right, choose your weights. We're going to do 8 reps. Are we ready? Okay. Tricep extensions then. Let's go. Breathe out as you push them up. Breathe in as you come back down. Struggled a little bit with those two towards the end. Whew, I was demonstrating and helping a client with these earlier, so we'll blame it on that. I've already tired out the triceps today. Okay, brilliant. Shake those arms off. We're going to have a little bit of a breather and then we will move on to some good shoulder workouts. Shoulder exercises. As always, make sure you're staying hydrated throughout. And if at any point you feel like you need to rest longer, just hit pause. Rest as long as you need. There's no hard and fast rule as to how long you should rest. Ideally, you know, a good minute, 2 minutes, depending on the exercise. You want that breath to kind of return to some level of normal before we go again, especially when we're pregnant. We need to just make sure that we're keeping that heart rate at a nice, steady rate. We don't want to push it too high. So you just make sure you drink some water, take deep breaths, get that heart rate back down, and then we go again. Okay. So our next exercise, what we are going to do is a side raise into a front raise. Okay, so it's a nice double move. Really going to work those shoulders. You'll see it working, you'll feel it working. We got that heat traveling across the shoulder caps before, didn't we, when we did our presses? This is where that heat is going to ramp up a little bit. Now, if you've got options for weights, you may want to go lighter for this one. If you really can't do it with the weights, don't just skip this move, do it without the weights, so that your body and your shoulders are still getting that movement. It's great for helping to work the core and the stabilizer muscles, but of course, getting that strength and mobility in those shoulders as well. So even if you can't lift any weight, do it anyway, okay? So we're going out to the side and then up to the front. So we breathe out as we go up, in as we come back down. Ready? Let's go. Up, down, up, and down. So you're just going slightly past 90 degrees. And you may find that one arm is going to lift itself higher than the other. That's okay. Now I did lose count of the reps, I think that was 8. I'm terrible for counting reps, miscounting them. When I'm talking, I lose count, but we do around about 8. It felt like 8, I can feel it. Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do next is a bit of a fly, and that's going to work into our back as well as the shoulder blades. So we're getting a full kind of workout through those shoulders today. Okay, so let me show you the move. I'll do it side and I'll do it front on so that you can see. We're going to bend over, so we're in that kind of bent over row type position, and then slight bend in the elbow weights together, and you're basically just going to squeeze those elbows back and slowly back down. So if you imagine, I always use this analogy and I don't know where it's come from, but it works. Imagine you've got a pencil that's going to try and travel down your spine, but you want to trap it in between those shoulder blades. Okay, so trap that pencil. So we squeeze it back and then nice and steady back down. Okay, so from the front, we squeeze and return. So 8 of those. Okay, are we ready? Let's do it. Breathing wise, we breathe out as we go up, in as we come back down. Brilliant. See, we're doing it. Easy peasy. We've got one more exercise and that's it. So you can keep this routine as a short and sweet routine to just add into your day. You can add it onto an existing workout, or you can repeat it all. And if you're repeating it all, I would suggest 3 rounds. 3 rounds of 8 reps of each of these exercises is going to feel like a damn good workout. But you know your own limits, you know your levels, so we'll start with just this one and then see how you get on, see how you feel. Okay, so what we're going to do next is hold the weights at our chest. So you're holding it so that your palms are facing each other, and then you're going to twist one out in front so that your palm's facing down. As that comes in, the other one comes out. So we're getting that rotation through the shoulder, through the chest, through the spine, and you're getting the upper abdominals a little bit there as well. Okay? So we're doing 8 on each side, so it's 16 of these. Okay, bring the weights up. And again, breathe out as that weight goes out, breathe in as it returns back to your body. That's going to help work those abs for us and keep those nice and tight. Ready? Let's go. Slow jabs with a twist. Brilliant. Bring those weights safely down to the ground. Whenever we lift weights up and put them back down again, you want to deadlift them up and down. So bend those knees, keeping that back nice and straight, rather than just bending over to pick things up. So always bend those knees. But there you go. That is our short and sweet arms workout, suitable for all stages of pregnancy. But as I say, with those overhead presses, you just want to keep an eye on your blood pressure. So if you know that your blood pressure has been fine throughout pregnancy, that is usually okay to do. If it fluctuates, that's when you need to consider maybe just doing half reps of that, or cutting it out completely if you do get dizzy at all through that, okay? But other than that, it's all totally safe and totally fine for you to do through pregnancy. Okay, once you've tried it, let me know how you got on. I love to hear your thoughts on the exercises that I'm putting on, and I will be posting more. So we've got another one next week, which is going to be more of a legs focused workout, so that'll be a good one. So keep an eye out for that. And if you've got any suggestions for any workouts that you would like to see, then let me know as well. Okay, I will see you all soon.